I realized I never made a Balisong breakdown video of the Hazetac DMC. The Hazetac DMC is a Balisong that weighs basically exactly 4 ounces. It's like 4.06, 4.02. And it's pretty neutral and goddamn sharp. This knife is the only knife I haven't dulled because I was like, do I sell this? Keep it in minty condition. Um, I was not sure if I was going to keep this. At first, I was like, oh, I'm going to keep this. I bought this for fucking retail cost, actually, at $650. But I might trade with someone else's DMC. We'll see. Anyways, this DMC is the Tanto version. It's a very slick Tanto. Has this kind of curved spine that looks real sleek. And these handles have these sort of cutouts here and these long cutouts here that I'm not super duper in love with these types of long cutouts because I don't find them to be the most comfortable thing ever. But you know, it does the job. It has grip, and it does have jimping. Um, you know, it, Now if you're hearing this, probably one of the most noticeable things about the DMC is that it rings like crazy. I actually don't have the most tight pivots ever, so due to some issues with disassembly from my modder and some conversation confusion, the pivots were initially installed like at an angle, so I wasn't flipping this for a hot minute, and so then I got it sent to Old School Balisong, who sold it to me, and then he gave it to Chris, and then Chris said it wasn't covered by warranty, and I was like, what the fuck? And then like Old School Balisong was like, don't worry, I got you, bro. Well, he didn't say that. He's actually really cool about my gender and shit. But yeah, so then Old School Balisong was like, I got you, Chell. And so he gave me his screws from his DMC, and he sent it to me. And so while it doesn't have the rock hard, like the rock steady tolerances of a Hazetac knife normally because of the pivots, it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. There's more play than normal because normally Hazetac knives have like virtually no play at all. But I did want to get a toxic ano from Blocks, and I think it came out pretty nicely. I did want more waves, but looks pretty dang good. Anyways, this Balisong is really ringy. If you hate ring, you'll hate this Balisong. That's kind of a non-starter. I'm sure that you could dampen it, but then you'll also have to add more handle bias. It flips really nicely too, and like you can go real fucking speedy with this thing. It just feels very fluid to flip. However, I'm so scared of cutting myself. As you can see, I already got a couple band-aids on me. Whoa, that was almost a really bad parabolic. There we go. Check that motherfucker out. Wow, that was almost really bad too. I find that this is a Balisong that I wasn't sure I was going to keep, but it's starting to grow on me, and it flips really smooth, fairly neutrally, albeit a slight handle bias, like oh so slight it feels. It feels pretty neutral though. Maybe honestly it literally might just be the curved Tanto that confuses me, that makes it seem like it's wobbling, but like visually it looks like it wobbles, but it actually might be dead neutral for all I know. I might trade this for the DE because the DE is worth more, and I know someone that really wants this Tanto DMC, and he lives toxic. That would be a Tango Foxtrot, I believe. Evan. So, hearing the DMC just ring like crazy. Well, like just listen to that ring. That's kind of one of the biggest things about it. Because it's relatively lightweight, only 4 ounces. It's not too hard to manipulate, and it flips really good. Once again though, Hazetac does not sell his knives very well. Old School Balisong was selling 2 of these for the price of $650, and he was also like, the price is going to go up. And I think the last DNC he sold, there was some anodization on it already because mine was raw. But it cost like $700. So I think the price of these knives are going up. And frankly, I do think that they perform super fucking well. If you don't like the ringingness, Haystack has other knives. Not necessarily at this length. The Carlo's super long. The Devil's longer and much heavier. My Devil is like 4.7 ounces, which is like a kukri. The Carlo's like 4.3, but is really long. And so, I believe there's also titanium jigsaws that use these handles, but instead of this blade, it's the jigsaw blade, which is the bitiest trainer you've ever seen. But it should still probably ring like crazy. So, that said though, it performs like motherfucker. And looks really, really good. Honestly, I think this knife looks real sleek. I don't really know if I have much else to say about this Balisong. But she's damn fine. It was just a pretty penny, and I paid the MSRP, which I very rarely do because I normally am such a bargain hunter. But we'll see. I might trade it for a DE version, and normally I don't like DEs, but if I can get the DE's choil to be smoothed out, and it's got purple on it, we'll see. Plus, I know the guy really wants it, and I was like, maybe you can add cash. Maybe I can convince him to cover shipping. We'll see. But that's about it, I guess, with the Hazetac DMC. Real fucking nice Balisong. It's going up in price. I still think that Haystack needs a better platform for selling their knives because it's pretty abysmal. Because it's not him selling his knives, it's someone else selling his knives for him usually. And there's just not a lot of information about your fucking Balisongs. They have to get it from me, and I don't know all the dimensions. I don't have a fucking ruler to measure this. I'm sorry, it's not the super longest Balisong. Like, here's the Orion. The Orion's a wee bit longer. So the DMC is kind of small. So just a wee bit longer. DMC is a little small. But it's fun. It's really fucking fun. And it's titanium, and I think that the grip, I don't love this grip personally here, like these big cutouts. Where it doesn't really feel like there's anywhere comfortable to hold it. But honestly, despite that, I still really like it. And I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it, and I guess I will. But anyways, that is the Hazetac DMC. And if you like this video, please donate money to my coffee. You can donate $1 to $5. It's in the description. And it just helps keep this channel alive. Subscribe for more. I do daily uploads. And check out my other videos. I've done an unboxing video of this knife, this DMC. I've also done one of the Carlo and the Raindrop Devil and the Jigsaw. I've done quite a few things with Haystack. And I swear to God, Chris, please have your website have more information. Please. Anyways, thank you so much. And have a wonderful day flipping.